round. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Zed, Varus, Singed, Maokai, Nunu versus the blue team, who has Katarina, Misfortune, Jax, Vladimir, and Taric. So at the top lane, we will have a Singed versus Vladimir. Should be a very weird matchup. Probably a lot of just farming nonstop, most likely, because that's what both champions do really well. Both these people main top lane, so no one's going to have a big advantage. But Singed has been played by this person over 200 times, the 62.98% win ratio, which is phenomenal. When Vladimir, on the other hand, has only been played by this person just under 30 times with a 53% win ratio. I think I'll definitely have to give this one to the Singed just because of the massive amounts of experience as well as a lot of win percentages. The most win percentages. But then going into the mid lane, we're going to have Zed versus the Katarina, which is also, it's going to be a very jumpy lane, I'll say that. Zed mains jungle while Katarina mains caster, so this will give Katarina a pretty big advantage. Zed's been played by this person 9 times with a 44% win ratio, not all that great. Katarina's been played by this person 8 times with an 87% win ratio, which means she only lost 1 game. That's really good for her. I think overall, it's hard to say with the low amount of games actually played, but I think I'll have to give it to the Katarina. And then if we look at the jungle, we're going to have Maokai versus the Jax. Now, Maokai mains AD carry while Jax mains jungle, so that's not going to be all that great for Maokai. Maokai has been played by this person 9 times with a 55% win ratio, where Jax has been played by this person twice and lost both of them. Which is really depressing because Crumbs is an excellent player, so I don't know what's going on with this Jax, but I think I'll still have to give it to the Jax just because it's Crumbs and I have faith in the Crumbs. But then if we look at the bottom lane, last but not least, we have Varus versus the Misfortune. Now Varus mains AD carry while Misfortune mains caster. This gives Varus a huge advantage. Varus has also been played by this person more than 150, almost 160 times. The 62% win ratio, which is really good. Where Misfortune has only been played by this person 4 times with a 50% win ratio, which is not that great. Definitely going to have to give the advantage to Varus. But then if we look at the supports, we're going to have Nunu and Taric. Nunu mains support, which is not something you see every day, but it's very good. Taric mains AD carry, so he's familiar with the bottom lane, just maybe not the support role and what they need to do. So Nunu has been played by this person just about 40 times with a 60% win ratio, which is really good, and the coordination with Varus is going to be good for that as well. Taric, on the other hand, has been played by this person twice and won both of them, but it's still hard to say. I think I'll have to give the advantage to the bot lane on the red team for sure. But if you take all the wins and losses that everybody has with the champions that they're playing, the red team has a 61.94% chance of winning, when the blue team has a 59.09% chance of winning. I'm definitely going to go with the red team on this and go with the numbers. Just look at the amount of games they've played at the champions, and you can just tell the blue team is extremely inexperienced with every single champion except for possibly Vlad. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven, and bam, am I excited. Just finished watching the Season 3 qualifiers, and my boy Team Marn, yeah, Team Marn, qualified. I'm so excited for that. I'm so glad that Curse made it through as well. GGU did a phenomenal job. Oh my gosh, just Fear. Oh my gosh, Fear. I don't even care. Any other team, I'm just glad Fear made it in. Yeah, I would have been fine with just Fear making it and nobody else. That's how much I like Fear. But I really respect Curse. Curse did a phenomenal job. But we'll get into that. I'm sure everyone's read it on the forums or watched the streams or everything, but I'm just super pumped up. I am so excited for Season 3. Like, I'm beyond excited. I'm just like, I can't wait. It's going to be freaking insane. Like, insane. But this game should be very interesting. I think this is the first time I've actually seen the Shockblade Zed, and I think it's actually a really cool skin. Not many people like it. I mean, it's not very ninja-ish. It's more Assassin's Creed-ish. But I do like it. It's still pretty cool. So we got a support Nunu coming on. Nice little jungle Jax, which is going to be played by Crumbs, who I'm very excited to watch play because they do like Crumbs. I think he's an excellent just player, obviously. He's an excellent player. That's not debatable by any stretch of the imagination. Ooh, this is a very interesting setup coming out from the red team. They're kind of training it along, going into the top tri-brush, being very interesting. Singe starting with Fling, of course, because he definitely wants that Fling. If he can Fling and someone flashes at about the same time, that could be devastating, basically, for whoever uses the flash. Whoever he cuts out of position, it could be really, really, really bad. Sweet. Vladimir is in here all by himself. Most likely he will be going top, so Cat can go mid. Not really 100% sure yet. Vlad against Singe up top. Oh my gosh, Vlad, what are you doing? This is not good. Nice little fling, and that is, he's going to take Searing Pool, get down to 30, and bam, Ignite with the auto attack from Varus. Picks up that first blood, giving it to the 80 carry. Oh my god, that's really not good. Great position for them to start at, but blue team knows this, and they're like, all right, I need to counter gank or counter jungle right now. And so what Jack's doing is he's doing exactly that. He's like, okay, so all 5 of them are up top. I have time to take blue, so let's do it. But what red's doing is they're going to try to transition back into it. He starts with Counter-Strike first. He's going to get a really, really big leash. Most likely will outsmite a nice little cover with the ward, and they're coming, so the blue team is just going to run away. Beautiful play by the blue team. Great job by Jax. And they just were on top of that. He was there exactly when he needed to be. He went just straight away because it was 5 up top, so we knew there was going to be nobody there. Unfortunately, red team didn't have a ward there, so they didn't know exactly. They just kind of assumed, and they just couldn't get back in time. And that's the casualties of that happening. But first blood for blue buff, probably not the worst thing. But then again, Maokai is very, very blue intensive as a jungler. It's gonna make his jungle a little bit slower. He does need a lot of those saplings. As far as health goes, he'll be alright, but like I said, his mana costs are really, really high, because you're gonna have 70 mana for each sapling, and that's primarily what he uses. It's that and Arcane Smash, but 70 mana out of 342, and you're gonna need like 3 or 4 saplings to actually kill a camp. Oh, we have a big engage coming down bottom. Varus is doing as much damage as he can, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. He does. Ooh, did he have the Blythe stacks on it? That is the question. Yes, okay, so he did have a couple Blythe sets on there. Oh, Taric is putting a nice little ward, starting off the defenses early, getting that ward there. I don't know if that's the best decision because Maokai doesn't have blue buff, so they know that they're going to have to recall before they actually do anything. Maokai is coming up. He can get a Twisted Advance and possibly an Arcane Smash, but that is about it. If Singe can get a fling, this is going to be most likely a kill. He still has his Ghost, so it could be really, really bad. Oh, nice little fling canceled by the Sanguine Pool. That's exactly what he needs to do. Right when Singe gets close, all he needs to do is Sanguine Pool. And that's really, really going to help, especially with the Ghost. He opted for Ghost instead of Flash, which some Vlads do, some Vlads don't. I have seen a couple recently that are going Ghost Flash, and I think Ghost Flash is going to be a little bit more popular in Season 3. I know a lot of people kind of disagree with it, just because it's not, it's just not practical in a sense, because you're missing out on, you know, Exhaust or Ignite, which are very, very powerful spells. But like going up against this team, the team they're going up against now, the red team doesn't really have, you don't really have a reason to run Ignite. I mean, Maokai, yeah, he's going to heal a bit. Singed will heal over time from his ultimate, but he's still going to be tanky as all hell. So it's not, you're not going to Ignite Singed that frequently. Maokai, you probably won't Ignite him either. I would probably be taking Exhaust over other things. But definitely in Vlad's position, since, I mean, there's already Ignite. There's actually 3 Ignites. Oh my gosh. Bottom lane, we have quite a bit of action going now. Let's see what transpired here. Let's see, we are going to get a nice little auto attack on there. Oh, the stun going down onto Taric, but Make It Rain is now going down. Oh, Nunu is coming back up. That is going to be a lot of auto attacks. Oh, nice blighted blow up, and he's going to flash for it. Is MF going to be able to get that? It looks like she will be safe and sound. Nice job. And Zed versus Katarina, which is also a very interesting... Yeah, it is a pretty interesting... Since you can't kill that little ghost, that makes Zed zoning pretty good, actually, because he can throw out... his shurikens, basically, anytime. So, the Razor Shurikens are just... I mean, it's a ridiculous range of poke if you look at it, because he can throw down his ghost... yeah, or he just throws down a shadow and then throws out his shuriken, which makes it ridiculously long. So shadow can go really long. Oh, is he gonna pop in on that? No, he won't. Katarina kind of expected it, which is why she did her Sinister Steel. None of her spells cost any mana or any energy, so it doesn't really matter that she would have done that. Either way, this should be a very interesting matchup overall. Zed going in mid is very interesting. Katarina's going to be able to get away from pretty much everything Zed does with a really simple Shimpo, but with Zed able to poke like that, it's going to be increasingly annoying. Zed is all out of mana, all out of health potions, and now so is Katarina. Katarina still has 2 wards, but she hasn't put anything back. Twist Advance coming in, and wow, the level 6 is going to happen, but oh, the flash for the kill, he's going to shadow and get out. Oh my gosh, he gets out with less than 50 HP. He needs to get out of there right now. All Jax needs is like a... Ooh. That is definitely going to help. He did close the gap a little bit, but man, that slow from the Arcane Smash really did help that out. I was saying if he could get a Leap Strike onto Maokai and then flash over and just get a couple auto attacks, or even an Empowered Strike, anything, Counter Strike, it doesn't matter. Zed would have definitely gone down, but I think he had the energy to get back in time, or to use his Shadow and then teleport to his Shadow. Overall, it's a great play so far. Jax is doing everything he can. Ooh, unfortunately, he doesn't quite get it. Wow. Doesn't get either of those, and oh man, this could be really bad. Counter-Strike now going down. Zed's going to do a lot of damage as much as he can. He's going to teleport back to it, and Jax will end up, oh my gosh, just barely surviving with, again, about 50 HP. Zed and, oh my gosh, Maokai even gets out of there with under 50 HP. Insane. Oh my gosh, Katarina, if she follows up on this, this could be really bad. Nice try. She threw down the ward and just Shimpo 2 to Sinister Steel, trying to get him just in case he was recalling in the brush. Unfortunately, Maokai knew that it wasn't going to happen, so he finally got to a real safe spot. That's exactly what he needed to do. Zed already coming out with the Brutalizer. That is going to be so much damage now onto Katarina. I'm really worried about her. Vlad, on the other hand, is going to have a relatively easy time. Oh my gosh. The Ignite and the Ultimate coming out from Vlad. Is this going to do anything? It's going to be able to pick it up. Oh my gosh. The heal coming out. Oh my. Oh, just a little bit. He's at 18 HP and the tower kills Vlad. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That sucks so bad. Oh man. I can't believe that. Oh, MF coming out with a huge bullet time, absolutely destroying the opposing team, and oh man, Taric throws on the Shatter and Radiance, just not quite enough, and MF tries to burst down the Varus, but Varus is not having it at all. He had those Blight Stacks on her, and it just blew it up instantly, and that's exactly what we need to do. Katarina's coming down. She is looking for an easy kill. Is she going to Shimpo? Flash ult? No, her flash is down. Very lucky for the Varus. That could have been a really nice, easy double kill for her. She could have just flashed Shimpo ult and then Shimpo to the Nunu. That would have just been bad times altogether. There's nothing they could have done about that. But luckily for them, her flash was down. Zed's still doing a phenomenal job in mid lane at 75 CS. So about 25 ahead of Katarina at 9 minutes in the game. That is extraordinarily good. Almost 30 CS now better. And he also has a kill and assist where Katarina just has 1 death. So his gold is insane amounts of high in comparison. So let's see. If we take a look at Vlad, 3,100 gold as opposed to Katarina at 2,200. It's so bad. Oh, Singe coming in, gonna be able to get... Oh, who doesn't have the attack move going on. He's gonna slow down, throw down the ultimate, gets the fling, and that's gonna be a lot. The Sanguine Pool was used very early by the Vlad. Is this going to happen? No, it does not look like it will. Very good job by Vlad. He actually picks up the Hextech Revolver for the Spell Vamp real early. Not something that's very common anymore. You don't really see it. Katarina, stuck between a tree and a shadow, but she's going to successfully retreat into her jungle. And, oh man, at this point, she's pinging for Vlad to back off because, oh yeah, so he knows that they know that he knows. So they're just going to make themselves pretty obvious at this point. I'm really interested in what Varus is going to do to really take control of this lane. He's already up by quite a bit. He's up by about 15 CS, and he has 4 kills already. And that's an insane amount of kills for this early on in the game. Just on himself, just the AD carry has 4 kills. Nunu with 4 assists. So he's also doing a great job. Oh, could be really bad. Ultimate bullet time coming out. Nunu is going to be in a lot of trouble, but wow, Varus is going to be able to pick it up. That is the question. Zed goes in. Oh man, nice jukes with the flash, and red team is going to have to disengage from this right now. If Katarina shows up, that is going to be bad time. She's going to be able to Shumpo, flash. Oh, is it going to happen? Oh, the ultimate. That is going to be an ultimate. It's going to shut down the Varus. She's going to be able to get the reset on there, and oh, the Shumpo coming in. Zed ends up taking it out. Is he going to be able to get away? She's just way too fast, but yes, he will get away. And oh, Zed's coming in the back. This could be really bad. Yes, she comes back in after the dazzle, and that is going to be a dead Maokai. Very, very shortly followed up after Taric walks back into Maokai's ultimate as he dies, and it explodes to kill him. That was truly outrageous. I really don't know why he did that, actually. That was a very interesting move by his part. He was safe, and then he just walked right back into it. But, you know, sometimes mistakes happen. You don't remember that it really does that much damage because people don't typically use it for a lot of damage unless they're, you know, clearing out minions or something like that. It's usually, you know, just a simple damage reduction, which is going to be really good against Vlad because Vlad has the damage amplifier, and so having Maokai's ult is going to be a pretty decent counter to that, as far as just, you know, straight up mechanics go. Or logistics, rather. Ooh, nice ward coming out from Vlad. Vlad's going to be able to get in just a little bit of poke onto the Singe before he returns to lane. But Singe is going to continue with his crystalline flasks. He has a lot of health potions. And, you know, he has ultimate if he really wants to go nuts, but he doesn't need to. In the meantime, red team's pinging off. This could be really bad. Uh-oh, Singed is right in the middle of a bad position. They know that Jax is there, but are they going to be able to do anything? Singe throws down his ultimate, just tries to farm as much as possible at the top lane without going down, and that's going to be a nice Sigmund pool. Oh, he's just going to fight it flat out. Oh, Zed's coming up. This could be really bad. The nice ultimate with the gap close. That is going to be a lot of damage going down, and yes, Vlad goes down, but the cleanup crew Jax comes in, picks up that Singe with absolutely zero issues. And that is a beautiful play. But in the meantime, bottom lane, there's a huge engagement. Is any more damage going to go on MF? Yes, the Ice Blast will pick it up. He's going to tank tower as much as possible. Taric falls down to the Varus auto attacks. And this is going to be a nice free tower. Bam. And oh, in the meantime, this could be really bad. Katarina, all she needs is a Shumpo. And then she gets a Singe to steal for the kill. And oh, the leap strike taking it out. Very, very depressing. But it was a very nice play by Zed. It was just extremely hard countered by the blue team, and wow, 2 members are up top. So right now red team doesn't care. They're just saying, hey, we'll take another tower. If you guys want to go top and not take anything, we'll take 2 towers. And that's exactly what they did. So blue team does have the first dragon, but red team is up by 2 towers now and 5 kills. So their gold is up. It's still only by 2.5k, which is not a whole heck of a lot, but it's still there. There's still a difference. There may be some morale issues. They were able to clean up a nice fight at the bottom lane, but once they knew Katarina was top, they had 0 things to worry about. And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to be very map conscious about what's going on. Singe is going for this top tower. Is he going to be able to take it on? He does have his ultimate, so he shouldn't have any issues. It's just going to be a quick fling with some poison trail. Yeah, definitely not going to have issues getting away from that or farming in the meantime. Singed and Vlad are actually about even when it comes to CS right now. Vlad's a little bit ahead, which is also kind of surprising since he does have 3 deaths now. But he's doing a wonderful job farming, clearly. That's painfully obvious. As far as gold goes, Vlad is still a little bit behind, most likely because of the tower losses as well as the kill and the 2 assists. But still doing a great job overall. He's making the best out of a bad situation. You realize that he definitely is not giving up. He's farming as much as possible. And yeah, he's just going to run through the river. He did get pinged out. He must have just barely caught vision in there unless he went through Trybrush. But he still has not taken this top tower, and I'm very interested to see as to why he has not taken that top tower. They did take Dragon, and their tower is down themselves, so I think he could have just pushed it. He could have just been, you know, done. Singed going real hardcore, just like all Singed need to do. You know, go big or go home. He has the Rod of Aegis already in his inventory, less than 16 minutes in, and that is going to be bad news bears. But ooh, Jack's coming around from the back. Is he going to be able to follow up on that? Ooh, he could possibly get a leap strike. No, he does not. This is going to be where Singed has a bad situation. He's going to get a nice little fling. Oh, with the Mega Adhesive, going to be able to get away from that just easily. And blue team loses another tower. That's 4 towers to 0. Blue team really needs to pick it up right now. They're not getting anywhere by just playing passively. And so they really need to just concentrate, work on something, work on some form of plan. But in the meantime, oh, Singed is coming in. He's going to get a fling, possibly onto the Jax, but oh my gosh, that is not going to be good for him. A nice little fling, that's going to explode, and oh my gosh, the minions are going to take him down. He goes down to 35 health, and oh my gosh, Taric, the support duel coming out, and Nunu is on top in the meantime. Oh my gosh, Zed is going head to head. Is this going to happen? Oh, Varus has a nice little bit of damage. This could be really bad. Oh, gets the auto attack, and oh, that's not good. Nice little kill coming out onto Nunu, and that is going to be a double kill for the Varus. Definitely 100% fed. That is an ace going down for the red team already. This game is not looking good for the blue team. Let's see if we can get closer to live and see if anything crazy happens. They were able to successfully get out, but oh my gosh, the huge creep wave. Just free for Singed to farm, just the way he likes it, and all of a sudden he has skyrocketed the lead in CS. Red team is now pinging off Dragon, but also pinging off Katarina. Katarina starts going towards bottom. Oh, they're going to run into each other in the jungle. Is anything going to happen? That's the question. Yeah, he's just going to throw down the Mega Adhesive. She throws down the ultimate. Not really doing much. I don't exactly know why she would do that, but oh, Jax comes in with a nice little stun. And Singed turns around with the ultimate. He could throw on a fling. Oh, a nice flash from Jax. Gets him out of a very sticky situation. Mega Adhesive, sticky situation. Oh, yeah. Pulling out the puns. Yeah. Now they're going for the Dragon. This is going to be extremely beneficial to increase their lead. Make sure that blue team has less ways of closing the gap. And that's, you know, one of the 2 reasons you would really go for Dragon. You know, you do it to get a lead, to increase your lead, or you do it to try to recover some form of losses. But with 5 towers down, it's really not a good idea just to hang out. Oh, but in the meantime, Taric goes down from a beautiful ultimate coming out from Varus. He also gets the kill. Nobody else gets trapped into his ultimate, but man, the chain of corruption was not very strong with the other team. Can't corrupt Taric. Taric's already corrupt. And now Varus is laughing, and whoo, that could be really bad. The blue team is just getting poked down. It's not even like it's that much poke. It's just they're taking unnecessary damage, I believe. They're trying to exchange, and they're just coming out on bottom of every exchange. Why would you run away from presents? Go back to presents. Everybody loves presents. Ooh, Varus does have some pretty nice poke, and so does Zed. Zed doesn't really do all that much damage, but he is still going to be able to do quite a bit. A nice little throw from the Shuriken is going to be able to hit 2 members of the blue team. It just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And that's going to be the problem. Katarina pushes up bottom lane. Not going to get the tower, not even come close to getting that tower. But, oh, wow. In the meantime, Jax is going really low. Is he going to go down for the poison? Yes, he will. He tries the lifesteal. Is it going to happen? The ultimate now goes down and obliterates. Oh, my gosh. Just obliterates. Oh, Varus go down. This could be a really big... Oh, the Dazzle Shatter combo with the Radiance coming out. Is this going to happen? No! MF gets the kill. Katarina gets that reset and throws down her ultimate once again. And this is not going to be good. She does have that chain vest. She's going to be hoping for that Hourglass. The Hourglass is going to be extremely beneficial since the opposing team is pretty much all AD. Hourglass is much more beneficial than you think. I find Hourglass to be probably the most insane item in the game. It gives you the armor that you need to withstand a lot of the frontal just auto attack damage from a lot of the bruisers and ADs that are hanging out right now. But what it also does is it prevents you from a lot of burst, like incoming burst, from multiple champions or a burst champion in itself. It also gives you time to get your cooldowns ready for your next little run, especially for somebody like Katarina, where cooldowns are relatively low, but they're still kind of 5 seconds-ish, unless she gets a kill. So getting that Hourglass, she'll be able to basically completely blow her load, and then Hourglass, which immunes her from taking any damage whatsoever, and then she'll have all of her cooldowns back up except, for her ultimate, unless she gets a kill, So overall, it's a very, very utility-based item, and you can use it in many different ways. It's just... it's one of those underappreciated things. Like, every time I go against a Karthus, 100% of the time, I will get the Hourglass before I get anything else. Of course, besides level 1 boots or whatever. But it is the item that I basically default to because you can immune that Karthus, so it makes it so very useful. Ice Blast now going down. The flash being forced out from Varus. Varus is possibly going to throw it out. Whoa, it's 3 members of the blue team with that. A pretty good shot coming out from him. And, ooh, a nice slow. That's going to help a lot. Vladimir gets 2 members in his ultimate, but it's only Singed and Zed. Not really going to be a whole lot. And, ooh, nice little sniper on to Vlad. Vlad's going to be able to heal it up pretty easily. He does have his Hextech Revolver still with the needlessly large rod. I definitely have not seen double AP in quite some time. Oh, that's not going to be good. He goes down almost instantly. Katarina gets some resets, but she goes down as well, followed by Taric. And, oh, bullet time finally coming out. It is a little bit delayed in the back end of the fight. Jax is going in hard. He's throwing out as many auto attacks as he can, but Varus absolutely obliterating everybody. He got a triple kill. Absolutely beautiful. 3 out of 4. And that was a 4-for-1 trade, but 2 members of the red team are so low that they're going to have to go back. So you're only going to see Varus and Zed actually going for this tower, and they're just going to tank it, which is a very scary thing to do. And wow, it does more damage as time goes on, so if they can finish this up, that could be really, really good. And bam, that is a really nice pickup. Zed's going to be able to get out of there. That red buff from MF will slow him down just a little bit, but not enough for her to be able to chase. That strut is almost like a built-in home guard. It doesn't get you quite as much speed, but it's still really good. Oh, Varus takes that blue buff, but now MF does have red. This could be really bad. He has no mana. That is going to be a lot of damage, and that is going to be double buffs transferring over to MF. Slows him down twice, but man, MF picking up those double buffs. She has that Bloodthirster. That is going to help immensely. It is fully stacked. She has not died in a while, and MF is coming back into this game with extreme prejudice. She doesn't have the Last Whisper like Varus does. Varus actually just picked up a chain vest for himself, which is, like I said, going to be extremely useful. The only one that's really killing him is going to be that MF. Katarina will be able to at times, but that's only if she can get into the back line. But wow, Zed coming out. Oh, he comes so close to dying. And the Absolute Zero just to slow him up. The barrier coming out on the back end. He goes down to almost nothing. And wow, this is going to be a great job. Nice flank coming out, but that is going to be... Oh, Taric is in a whole heap of trouble. He's going to go down so low. Is he going to go down? Yes, he does from the poisons. Nunu's going to flash over that wall and try to get out. Nice fling. Oh, going on to MF. MF is going super low. Oh, the bullet time is going to pick it up. A beautiful combination. That is a double kill, but MF goes down in the meantime. And oh man, that is not good. Beautiful play by Varus, getting his Chain of Corruptions down directly onto the Vlad, forcing him to pull out from any additional damage. Tries the lifesteal, but he was standing right on top of the hail of arrows, and that hail of arrows will prevent quite a bit of incoming heals, or quite a bit of health from heals, lifesteal, stuff like that. Overall, it's definitely not bad. It's basically an AoE zoning ignite, so if they stand around in it, it's going to be pretty good. And that's one of the great things about the red team's team comps right now. They have a very area-based team. It's they do a lot of zoning, and that's what they do. Varus doesn't have too much. He has the Hail of Arrows. Zed has his Shadow Clone, the Kagebunshin no Jutsu, whatever you want to call it, if you're a Naruto fan. And, you know, Singed has his Mega Adhesive, which also slows. Absolute Zero coming out from Nunu slows the world. Basically sweeps Summoner's Rift full of snow, and that's pretty much the same with Maokai. Maokai's ultimate, his Vengeful Maelstrom, does quite a bit of AoE zoning. But if the red team can fight in a position to where that's where they want to fight, that's the team comp that you need to make that happen. They're going to be the ones that say, hey, we're fighting here. They have the initiation, they have the disables, they have the slows, the CC. They have what they need in order to fight where they want to give them that advantage. And that is a huge thing. It's not just, oh, Zed getting caught out. This could be really bad. The ultimate now going down on Jax. Is that going to happen? The Absolute Zero going to be able to pick it up. The Dazzle going down. Oh, not able to quite do it. Zed picks up quite a bit. Katarina comes in with the ultimate, throws in the Sinister Steel. And, oh, a beautiful job on this. She's going to go down instantly anyway. And, oh, this is not going to be good. Varus gets a double kill, and that is going to be another kill for Singed. That is a 4-for-1 exchange. Only Zed going down. The Blood Boil onto Varus. That is the most terrifying thing you can find right now. One of the most. Bullet Time just does so much damage right now. She just does not quite have enough farm or that armor pen that she really needs to make it extremely useful. And this is just an obliteration of all of their base. Varus is doing so much damage right now. There's absolutely nothing they can do. And that is going to be the game. That's actually a surrender vote before they could kill it looked like. But wow, beautiful job by the red team. They really took the lead and just kept it there. And that's what you have to do. You need to make sure that you don't choke. You capitalize on all others' mistakes. You realize what type of team comp you have, and you go with it. And you have to adjust your playstyle to every game. You have to adjust your playstyle to your teammates, how they act, if they're aggressive, passive, and like I said, depending on what their champions are, you have to adjust to that as well. One of the crazy things you have to do when you're doing solo queue. You have to be able to adapt to different situations very, very quickly. But yeah, overall, fantastic game. Congratulations to the red team, GG to the blue team. And yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, I guess I could do some form of an AMA. I don't know. But feel free to request any champions or players that you want to see, and I will definitely try to track them down and get a nice little recorded video for you. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And spread the word. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Bye.